Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Norman Network. And today, we're going to be reviewing Luke's X-Wing. So, there's only one build in the whole set, and this is it. And it's a pretty good one. So, let's just start with the front and make our way all the way to the back. So, just a few pieces in the front, nothing really special, no sticker detailing at the front or anything. But it still looks really nice, and actually the whole build of this whole thing it's very technical. I've had this set for quite a few years, and I remember it being a challenge to put together. In fact, I was so young that my dad put together pretty much this whole thing while I was building the Lego City Fire Hall. So yeah, it's a really nice front, and it's very sturdy. I feel confident holding it right from the front without it just flopping over and breaking. Although it does bend a little bit. It still looks really nice. These little hinge pieces just give it a little bit of texture, and in the different interchanging colors, it looks really nice. The build is also asymmetrical on both sides, so what you'll see on one side, you'll see on the other side. And something just fell off of this, so yeah, I'll put that back on right now. So, as I was saying, the build is actually asymmetrical. So, what you see on one side, it will be the exact same on the other. So, there's nothing different between any of the sides. So just quite a large piece here. I'll try to get you in there. Yeah, a large piece here. Nice gray grate, and same on both sides. Some nice flat pieces up here. It's quite a long nose, actually, which is just like the actual X-Wings, right? And then it really just follows through, it flows really nicely right up to the back of the ship, and it gives it a really nice design. Over here on the side here, you can see these are the little torpedo launchers. That's what Luke used to destroy the original Death Star. And, yeah, it's just a little bit of fan service, and they look pretty good, pretty accurate. There's a little bit of landing gear on the bottom here, and that's on 2 ratchet joints, and then you can bring that up. Ooh, breaking everything today. It's probably because I haven't touched this set for so long. Yeah, you can bring that up into there, and then it kind of hides away pretty nice. Sticks over the side a little bit, but that's okay. You can get over that. It gives it a lot of really nice playability. Some unfortunate coloring at the bottom here with some tan pieces that shouldn't be there, like some blue and Technic stuff. The bottom is not very pretty of the whole ship. There's some nice wing detailing on the bottom, but other than that, it's not meant to be displayed upside down, that's for sure. There's some really nice slopes along the side here that just kind of hug around the cockpit and close it off completely. It looks really nice, and I like how accurate it is to the actual design from the movies. So just some more little fine details with this maroon piece right here, which is really nice. It's actually just a regular square piece, but just how they use this tile here to make it look like a triangle. If you can see here, there's some grading, and then just more of those red and maroon pieces that just follow through the whole thing and make it look super unique and really, really nice. So the cockpit up here, of course, it opens up on the ratchet joint, and this is the, I think, still the original piece. It's pretty geometric, but still very nice. Would have liked to get a little bit of printing along the sides, but then again, this set was from 2011-ish. Inside here, we've got one dark green chair. You don't get much detail inside the cockpit, but that's okay. Unfortunate, this hole back here, I don't know what that was there for. They totally could have blocked it off, but they just left it, and that's okay. Now, this detail is going to be very difficult to show you, but I'll do my best. Oh, goodness. there, if you can see right there, that is a printed piece actually, which is pretty amazing, and it's of the control panel of the X-Wing, and it has some little buttons and dials along the bottom, and then of course that screen of the pathway of inside the little tunnels of the Death Star, going smaller and smaller and smaller until you shoot the torpedoes off and you hit the reactor of the Death Star, which I love that that's a printed piece, and it's a conversation starter, and it looks really nice just inside the set that already looks really good. So up here we have the droid hatch, which the set actually comes with 2 astromech droids, so we'll just throw R2-D2 in there, and you can turn their head to the side, of course, and then it looks just like how it does in the actual movies. So that's pretty nice. And then up here we've got some panel detailing, which of course is really nice, because this right here, this is a pretty critical detail from the movie. If you remember, one of the TIE fighters actually shoots right here, and it kind of destroys this control panel, and R2 has to just weld it back up together, and it's some really nice detail. It's very simple, but it just, once again, is a conversation starter about this set, and it's really nice. Some unfortunate Technic holes along the side here. Once again, there's more of these tan pieces, which definitely could have been avoided. Like, I don't know why this is tan. Could have been white, but it's tan. It's questions I ask myself every day. It's a little less detail over here, but the wings have, I believe, yeah, those are sticker pieces, and then some just red pieces. The actual blasters along the side are quite long and kind of flimsy, honestly. They don't feel very strongly connected. Like, as you saw earlier in the video, I just bumped it and it fell completely off. But it still looks really nice. This is, as playable as this set is, it's a lot more of a display piece, and I commend it for that. My terrible job of putting on the stickers from many years ago, but I don't think they could have printed those, but if they could have, that would have been amazing. So we can avoid the sticker troubles that all LEGO fans have. Another angle where you can see the unfortunate Technic placement. But the wings overall they're kind of bland, but nice in the same way. You can see on the bottom there, they're asymmetrical again. Looking at the back here, this is where you really see the eyesore of the Technic pieces. Some pretty basic boosters along the back, just like the original. I like this little section here. They tried to hide the fact that this is the actual thing that opens the wings by making it look intentional. But these whole areas over here and over here, they're not great to look at. I don't know why they used tan. They could have easily used white pieces, because white pieces for those pieces do exist, and it would have completely solved that issue. But they decided not to, so yeah, what happens happens. So actually you turn this, and when you turn it, it goes from, because this is actually the flying position of an X-Wing. That's how they gain most speed, and that's how they actually fly in hyper jump and such. And then you twist it, and using the rubber bands, it actually opens up the wings and puts it in an attack position, and that's how you'll see most X-Wings. And of course, you just twist that to close it again, and then you twist it to open it, and these rubber bands stretch it and hold it in place. And that's, yeah, it's a quick and easy way to unfold it. It doesn't seem like it's aged pretty much at all. It's a really good technique. And it looks good too, and you see a little bit of the pieces that actually do that inside there, but it's not really an issue because it's still using the same color. Once again, with the tan pieces that shouldn't be there, but yeah, overall the actual ship looks really nice, and I quite like it as a display piece and just as a collector's item. And its playability is stronger than most of the X-Wing sets. So, I have to actually put this over here because it's so big. Okay, now on to the minifigures. There's 4 minifigures in the set, 2 actual minifigures, and then 2 astromech droids. So I'll start with the main 2. Here's Luke. Just the basic Rebellion pilot garb with the orange, and some really nice printing on the helmet, actually. I love these pilot helmets. They look super nice, and they're just a really good design in general. Very, very authentic to the original designs of the helmet. Some more really nice printing on the back. The white's a little hard to see through the orange, but you can get over it. And the face, just a pretty basic face. No alternate face, which is unfortunate because I would want to have a visor piece for him too, but what happens happens. Some black hands and a gray belt piece, and you just have to admire the whole print and design of this minifigure, even from so many years ago. It's really nice. Of course, the Rebellion logo's on it, and then his accompanying astromech R2-D2, same design used for years and years and years and years and years that only recently got updated. Of course, it's the same build of an astromech droid with the arms that have Technic connectors, and then they just go into the slots. You have the little pop-out arms here, some like vents. I think that's the chip holder where, I think the chip holder where Leia puts in the hologram is up here. Just some more buttons that are they're just accurate to the movies. No printing on the back, unfortunately. And then his dome piece for the head has a lot of really nice printing. You've got the eye here, the actual hologram projector, speaker, just a whole bunch more holes and such, and then some more buttons and stuff on the back. And up here, that's where the radio antenna comes out of. And then right here is where, in the the 6th movie, I suppose it would be, that's where Luke's lightsaber comes out of. So yeah, it's a nice classic design. I like the updated version, but I've got some nostalgia for this astromech, and it's nice. It's really nice. So the second set you get, I apologize, Star Wars fans, I have completely forgotten this guy's name. So if you know his name or the astromech's name, please do comment on this video. Once again, I apologize. I did know this, and then I promptly forgot it. So it's a very similar design. Actually, I think it's exactly identical to Luke's printing. Yeah, once again with the gray belt that follows over onto the torso, the whites and the buttons and such with the vest. Another example of a really nicely printed helmet, the Rebellion logos. I really like this helmet, actually, but both of the helmets are really, really nice on the sides and such. And then his face print is very unique, and I don't think it's ever been used since. But, of course, this is the guy that's slightly chubby compared to the rest of the crew, and he's got the little beard. And they actually did a really good job of portraying that in the minifigure's face. And then, of course, his eyes there. And, once again, no alternate face. And then the last minifigure of the set is his astromech droid. And I far prefer this to the R2-D2 minifigure. It looks really nice. It has very similar prints and designs for the torso, and the exact same design for the main build, and then just using a different dome piece, more geometric. Has the same compartments on top, less printing on the dome piece, which is unfortunate, but it's a simpler astromech, because of course the R2-D2 model is the newer model compared to this one. And then it actually has the 2 eyes, and then I think that's the hologram projector, but once again, I could be wrong. So, on that note, I would like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!